As the time between the fallen clan members increases, I wonder if these are all the fallen ones we are going to get. Some of those who have fallen have since moved on, and others I still need to get a hold of and have a discussion with, like the Ishi in uni. Until then, it may be good to go back to my roots and begin to track them.
Outskirts already got some supplies. I'm gonna like start putting it right now.
I feel the presence of Keith in the area. I wonder what he is up to.
Okay, hope no one finds this. Or that'll be very terrible. That'll be actually awkward if someone finds this. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Probably should get some more supplies back at my place, but we should be fine. Oh,
What are you doing?
oh shit. Oh, the, nothing.
You're building a
That's-
box?
No, maybe not. You don't. You don't. No.
Hey, hey, hey! I thought we were allies. If you're keeping.
We are. I swear to you, this is actually for research purposes.
What are you gonna try? What could you possibly research here?
I mean, the magic, for example. That's probably a good start.
I mean, I could tell you how why there's magic here, why we're magical.
Yeah, I know, but maybe there's something like hidden that maybe you don't even know.
I'm sure there's always new things to discover, but I mean, I guess what's the strategical advantage if everyone that's here I understand?
I mean, it's kind of stupid if I say it. It really is. Like I know, like I have you, but like, oh crap. Like I know that there's you that I can always come to you, but like this is, I don't know how to explain it. It kind of sounds stupid in my head right now.
As much as I hate the clans, and I don't really care for what they decide to do while they're here, I'd be wary about touching the spawn. Though you don't follow the gods, that could bug them.
Yeah, like I said, they're. I'm experienced with gods. Like I know what I'm doing.
These
If I
aren't
didn't know
like
what I was
your.
doing, I wouldn't do this.
They're not like your Patreons. They don't give powers.
Yeah.
They're the reason we
Yeah.
fall.
Anywho, so basically the main reason why I'm doing this, even though I have you like as a partner to like help me out with this, is it just reminds me of like where I came from. You know what I'm saying? It's really dumb.
That's the first thing you've said this whole time that makes sense to me.
I okay. Um. But yeah. Oh Jesus, do you have any cobblestone blocks?
I do not, unfortunately.
But
I
yeah,
didn't think I'd be going on a building adventure today.
That's fair. So this is I want to make a laboratory, uh, to like do a little bit of research on both sides. You know, I can maybe figure out a way to.
Is your
help
laboratory similar to what, like, is that just an area where you study almost like a library but not?
Yeah.
Fair.
Like so oh man. Basically, do you know what a laboratory is?
If we have, I mean, it kind of just, I'm getting like your little your little technical stuff, but vibes where you like use experimenting.
Yeah, kind of like that. So like it's
Like in
kind
a
of like a
like an occult, but not bad.
yeah, it's basically what a laboratory is that like you just
You torture small things and then you study that.
no. That's very inhumane of me. I would never do that.
Oh well, at least that means you're one of the good ones.
Like I said, like I don't want to like yeah.
Well,
And
I do apologize for that. I did just test you a little bit there. After our
that
meeting,
is true.
after our meeting last time, I I know you don't remember it as well as I do. Just kind of the instance of having meetings with me. But
Yeah,
you did have a weird aura around you, And like I've told you before, you're not a 100% pure blooded human.
No, I can tell you wholeheartedly. I said this before, and I will say it again. I am wholeheartedly human.
You are mostly human, but you're not all human. And I promise you that when you fully awaken, you will learn that my sight is almost always true. But
Almost always.
yes, that uni character is a weird one. I still need to study them.
Mm, are you gonna study them
Irregardless.
in a? Are you gonna study them in a humane way, or
Oh yeah,
do
we're gonna
I
have
need
a
to?
talk. We're gonna have a talk, just
Alright.
like we did. I would never harm anyone unless they gave me reason to, and they have not given me
Alright.
reason to. My
I
true
just,
But what I was
I
trying to
just.
get at was that you had a weird aura around you during our talk, and the fact that
Mhm.
you remembered that it wasn't in the room that I said it was in is something that has also never happened ever.
What? What was that again? Sorry,
Our,
I was spacing out.
our talk,
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
told you it was in the kitchen, and you doubted that. That doesn't usually happen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's weird. It's like a sense of deja vu. Um, like I knew we had our talk, but it was not. It was not here. It wasn't in this plane. It wasn't in this dimension plane.
Yeah, the fact that you know that is that's what makes this weird. You had a weird aura around you, and I don't know if it was your Patreon kicking in or if it was something to do with your trauma trying to keep you to remember this as much as humanely
Well,
possible.
maybe
But
you
I'm
know
here
what?
to.
Given the fact that now we're here, take a seat. Well, there's a simple explanation, and might as well jot this down in your notes. Don't tell anyone this though. All right. The only reason why I'm telling you this because you basically have like all the knowledge to know, so it
If
really
you're
doesn't
thinking
matter if
about
I.
it now, I've already written it down, so you might as well.
Oh,
You
yeah.
might as well
So,
say.
I'm actually so. Like I said, did I told you that I was a traveler, right?
Yes.
Right, right. How I travel here. I travel. I go to this occupation. We're an occupation called rift jumpers, right? Um, and basically, what these rift jumpers do is that they jump through space and time, and dimensions and all that sci-fi jazz. I don't know, but the fact that you're telling me that I knew that it was that we weren't in this dimension is making me think that every time we have like a private discussion, every time that we're having something so secret that no one needs to know, it's always somewhere else, somewhere not here.
And I have very specific reasons for doing that, and if I said it out loud, things would get a lot worse than just the night creatures that spawn here. We have our more
I'm not
serious
gonna push. I'm not gonna push.
we have our more serious discussions in that plane for a reason. I'm saying that
Absolutely.
and there's also a reason that you need to forget that plane if you're not me, because bad things will start to happen if you don't forget it. I came
Don't
here
worry.
mostly as a warning because I consider us allies.
I know. I know. It's just that it it doesn't really matter given the fact that
But maybe
I'm
your
starting to feel
ability.
something.
Yeah. And the thing I sensed in you when we first met has only grown. And I'm here to kind of save face and make sure that it doesn't corrupt you. I
Are you
would hate.
scared, Carbon?
I have lost my ability to fear a long time ago, but my ability to be curious and want to watch things from afar will never wane. And I need to
Curiosity does
know
that.
if because you are if you are going to turn on this world, I need to let you know that I'm watching it from afar. I refuse to be the one to stop you until I'm the last one left.
That's perfectly all right. Look. I'm a trustworthy person. I swear to you. Look, the things
That's
that I did in the past, that's all in the past.
that's
I
the
don't want to
other
be
thing
that
we
person
have to
anymore.
talk about. I won't go into details because we're not in the room, but I do believe we need to take a peek And I think you need to know your answer about what we talked about last time. I think you keeping yourself in the dark will end up corrupting you. And I think the memory wants to be remembered fully. And not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm perfectly. I can do this. All right. Don't worry about me. I'm perfectly a-okay. I can do this.
That's what they said. Anyway, I didn't know if you had any questions for me since I've now been driving you and since I've now been put you into a corner as well.
Yeah, I did trap myself inside, but I don't have any in the pro, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem for me now.
Hmm.
Um, what do you know? Actually, I do have one curious question, and it's been bugging me. What's what's the deal with May?
So, May is, as far as I'm concerned, a regular human from this world. They act young, but like I said, I've never met 100% human. They are older than they say. They don't remember me, even though
Them?
they've been here. They got here shortly after I did, and
Hmm.
I've been here as well as long as any living villager can remember. I'm sure there's some dead ones out there that were here before I was, but
Well, okay. What you remember that you remember that humans are not allowed to see this. They can't even see it at all, right?
this is a giant desert to them,
Right.
and the only reason you can see it is because, like I said, you're not 100% of a human.
Well, given the
And
fact that you haven't read your book, do you want to know something shocking?
sure,
May can see this building.
interesting. Because May and I have not talked, I do not have a book on her. And one was starting to get written, and then it never got finished. I'll
Mm.
have to check on that. But
Don't don't tell May that I told you that. By the way, they'll probably kill me.
what would I gain by losing you as an ally?
True.
But no, the way this place works is that if you're a human, you just see a large desert, and the only reason you can see it is when someone who has fallen to here shows it to you. So it was probably a blurry image for you until I took you here.
Right. I mean, yeah, yeah.
But you seeing that blurry image is more than the average person, is what I'm saying.
Right. So, what now? Are you still gonna let me build this laboratory?
I will, but I want access to it.
Of course you do. Fine. Fine.
And I'm also not going to be your little guinea pig. I will answer your questions, but I will not have any of your weird redstone hooked up to me to do
Absolutely not.
electric tests.
I'm not doing that. I've never done. I actually never done that. I'm not really experienced with that type of stuff before.
Really, I thought you would have been. I thought you would have been good with the electricity. I use it
Um.
mostly for potions.
mm, yeah. Um. I'm gonna. Well, if you're gonna be here in this laboratory, do require some things. Most importantly, the materials from this area. Given the fact that it is very tempting to break part of it, I don't want the gods, whatever you worship, to smite me down.
Oh, you can't break these blocks. You could try. They don't.
I they want smite me down.
Well, I mean, if something was able to destroy these blocks, because they don't exist in this plane, you would be taking blocks away from other planes, and you would start tearing holes in the fabric of reality. And as a quote unquote rift jumper, I think you know how bad that is.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so
We've
this wall stays here. You could cover it,
okay.
but the gods get kind of upset when other blocks touch it. If you
I'll. Oh,
you
it's a good thing
might
I didn't touch it. I'm barely touching it.
you might want to shrink your fortress by one size.
Yeah, I can do that right now. Well, I can probably think of something to make sure the gods don't become angry with me. Uh, Okay, okay. I can probably make myself like a little containment chamber to try and inspect them
Also, if
without.
you're anywhere near the spawn, you have to have a side for both sides of the clan.
I have to have a what?
You have to have an Anako side, and you have to have an Atia side. Because if you
What do you
don't,
mean?
notice how there's a dividing line. You probably can't see it, but there's a dividing
Yeah, yeah.
line divides the red and the blue, the Anako and the Atia. If you don't have a side when you're touching the hollowed ground of this desert, that's divided into red and blue, and an even amount for both. Uh, let's call it the magic in the air will fuck with your experiments.
Uh, so I have to what? Do I just at least represent myself for like one side? Is that
You just have to represent the red and the blue side. It could be the smallest amount. It could literally be like blue floor on this side and red floor on that side, or a single blue
okay?
pillar and a single red
I thought
pillar.
I have to wear a certain clothes. I was like, do I have to like? Oh man, it's such a pain to change.
No, you don't have to change clothes or anything.
Okay. That means I'm gonna need some. Oh Jesus, where am I gonna find these materials? Oh God.
It doesn't have to be these exact materials. It just has to be red and blue.
Okay.
Also, watch out. You've got a little friend over here.
Uh, well, I guess that's it for like all questions. Well,
Those poppies over
no,
there are a good way to get red.
okay, thank you for that. Look, not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad that you kind of took your curiosity to come here for a visit. You know, I think besides you, who knows their way with like the type of science, there's also Ishi.
Is she nice?
Um,
I have two people from the original fall that I still need to have a discussion with because
um,
I'm okay with I've learned to be a little more understanding. That's the wrong word, but I've learned to deal with and accept that more people have fallen as long as they
right,
don't
right, right.
go onto my house property.
Yeah, about that. Ha! Well, you see, I needed some easy access to the Nether, and
You're an ally, but I do warn you that the security system is usually pretty bad
yeah,
for the
yeah,
clan members, and
I've noticed. It took me a while to get used to, but at this point, I've been dodging and weaving some of the traps he laid up. Like, oh Jesus, help here! Hey Jerry, I decided to name your traps. It was just as like a small form of entertainment.
just whatever you do, I don't care for allies. If you ever go into the pond by the back of the
Fine.
house,
Oh,
that
that.
I will kill you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
is a sacred hallowed ground for me, not even for the clans. Mine.
Well, if we're talking about sacred, I guess it's fair that um, the shrine that I made close to my house, please do not taint it. It is very close to me.
I won't.
Are we at it? All right, we're even now, right?
Yes, we're even. But all right.
All right. Well,
I wish you the best building your box.
it's not a box. It's a okay. Well, she's gone.
I can still
Bye.
hear you. Bye bye.
Oh, she is so strange, but that's all right. Strange is good.
He is so strange. This must be the monument. The god of love and the god of death. These patrons are nothing like the gods of Arilla. In fact, they feel almost like old worlders. And I wonder if I can contact them. Will they accept this type of gift? I feel like this message will be strong enough to reach them. Otherwise, I may need more help to reach my goal.